Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So, the energy I'm feeling is characterized by magnetic dominance and some sort of absolute declaration of authority. And right now, the word coming through is confidence, okay? Um, I'm also hearing that the field of command is yours to take, and your natural authority is now fully recognized by all. Okay. Something to do with rewriting your script as well. So that might be of significance. So let's get into what other messages are coming through. The energy is very I heard hectic, frantic for some reason. This might be your energy. This might be the energy of people around you. Something to do with you writing the script or rewriting the script, okay? You're more confident in who you are as a person. You're showing up in some sort of dominant power. You're maintaining your peace, your sovereignty is what I'm hearing. Something to do with energies of the Page of Swords, Page of I was also getting like Page of Wands energy when I was shuffling the cards for you. It's doing a pre-shuffle. It feels as though you're very passionate. Okay, you have some sense of curiosity, enthusiasm. You're learning. You're going on some sort of new path. So that's before the pre-spool. I heard spool. So maybe threading, something like you're threading or weaving something together with that Page of Wands energy that I saw before the spread. And so as you start in this position of the Page of Swords, it gives this vibe of like you're still in that curiosity. Very much so like the Page of Wands, but now you're shifting into like observant mindset. Very sharp, very witty, very determined, okay? It's like you've already set out on these new paths. You brought your weapons, your shield, your armor, and you're ready to almost like, I heard strike a chord is what I heard. So maybe you're striking a chord in the environment. Maybe you're striking a chord in what it is that you're doing, but something sparked in you, okay? Something sparked that kind of put you on this path of the Eight of Pentacles, where now you're fully dedicated to what it is that you're doing. You're focused on your craft, you're focused on your mastery, and there's nothing that can come in between. I'm hearing that you're planning a lot. I'm hearing that you're making, I heard proper investments, or you're taking time towards those investments. And it's leading to almost like tower moments in your landscape, in your present reality. A lot of things are shifting in your favor, okay? There's going to be a lot of things coming to an end, a little bit of collapsal, a lot of truth, a lot of shock and ruin here and there, but something to do with that energy that kind of just puts you on this like upward momentum, okay? But nonetheless, there is going to be some sort of like fighting in the background, okay? It feels as though it feels very much so that people are going to be fighting for status. People are going to be fighting to be able to move up with you. Maybe you feel like you need to fight back certain forces that are unseen, okay? Maybe it has to do with there's just people in your midst that are just almost trying to compete with you, try to almost like keep you in a spot, keep you in place is what I heard. It's like they want to dispute the dominant status that you have, almost like put it at a standstill so that they can kind of level up with you, or that you stay behind them is what I heard. Something about you finally embracing your truth, finally embracing your status after this combative nature from the opposition that you've been facing, okay? It feels very much so that this could be opposition from individuals who don't necessarily see eye to eye with you, okay? Something to do with you're assured of your power, okay? You're assured of your confidence, but everyone around you is trying to negotiate on your behalf. It's very interesting energies there. Something to do with the throat chakra. You might have to speak up about certain things as well. You might have to almost utilize your partnerships, okay? The things that you care about, the things that you love as you traverse forward. Because you're going to find yourself, okay, in some sort of Two of Wands energy where you'll require some sort of planning. You'll need to be able to take or make a certain choice that comes your way. Something to do with you having to be very meticulous about that planning and vision that you have in order to make certain connections going forward. Because you do open up to love, new feelings, new connections, partnership with this Ace of Cups and Two of Pentacles. And it's like this is the things that you're projecting outward into the universe, okay? And it's a direct consequence or direct, almost like I heard like a positive reenactment or positive force that's coming in after you go into that reflective phase with the Two of Wands. Something to do with you needing to just take that time to just like come within and think so that you can really like figure out what it is that you want, or almost like figure out your next step is what I heard. Something about you living in your truth, you living with conviction, with love. I'm hearing the heart chakra is like really something that you're like, I heard gung ho, something to do with you're really strong about that. You're very perseverance. It's like something like, despite all of the negativity that you're facing, you're still having heart in all the actions that you're making going forward. That's what I heard for you. Okay. Let's see what energies we're seeing here in your social sphere. Ooh, okay. So the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So as you're in this like reflective phase, you're writing and transcribing certain events that are happening in your life. It looks to be that you come up on like a interesting like environment after all of it. It's like your environment starts to shift after the Tower into some sort of Knight of Pentacles, where it's like you are. Oh, one sec. Hey, I'm back. So yeah, I was getting some sort of delivery of some kind, and that might be of significance, where it's like you're going to be delivering or receiving some sort of news from someone, something that's going to give you good vibes, something that's going to almost like benefit you, something to do with some sort of messages going to be given to you, maybe through the mail, maybe through the parcel, the post, okay, email, something that's going to almost like shift the dynamic of certain situations for you, okay? Yeah, and so something to do with this Knight of Pentacles as well, where it's like you're also going into this energy of just like being responsible, routine, committed. Okay, like this message that you're receiving is going to put you into those modes, into that mindset, okay? It also feels like you're going to be very resourceful in the sense that once you are in this Knight of Pentacles vibes, you're going to start building up your resourcefulness into that Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, okay? You become more stable, more wise, more reliable in your leadership, okay? This kind of feels like this might be work related, where some of you might get good news or catch wind of some sort of promotion, some sort of level up in your career, okay? You might also get good news for, I'm hearing something about your home, okay? If you own a home, if you're looking for a home, something like that, where it's like things are going to be working out in your favor. Maybe you got like a new contract to a home, or like some sort of lease opened up for you. Renewal of the lease or contract is going to be renewed. Something like that for some of you as well. And it feels as though in that energy, the devil pops up, kind of just talking about attachments, envy, things like that. These are things that are kind of in the mist, okay? That are like things that are going to be a loss to you, okay? So you're going to be breaking away from attachments that you once had. I'm hearing some of you are or were addicted to smoking, drinking. You're cutting back on that is what I'm hearing as you move and traverse forward into your dominant energy, okay? It's like you're bringing forth almost like, I don't know, it's like being characterized by like some sort of magnetic force that's pulling in towards you, okay? It's like declaring your authority. It's declaring your abundance. It's like, it feels very natural to you, where it's like things that you're quitting, things that you're detaching from, you're moving away from it, like your shadow desires, your bondage, your envy, things like that, where it's like it's no longer keeping you hostage, because in your advice, okay, it feels as though you're putting judgment to these energies that have kept you captive or captivated for a long time. Some of you, it might be gaming, it might be substances, okay, it might be just certain addictions with relationships, subconsciously, consciously, okay. And so with that judgment energy, you're also going to be thinking a lot about just like how you're going to be self-evaluating going forward. How are you going to rebirth into some sort of energy that's really cultivating abundance for you, giving you clarity, okay? I'm also hearing that because some of you might be, ooh, whoa, that's insane. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. Some sort of energy wanted me to like pull back from that. That might be a significance where when something really good happens, there's gonna need to be some sort of like standstill moment. Like not really a stalemate, not really some sort of avoidance, but you'll need to almost like take a step back and just kind of look at everything that is coming in for you, because you'll need some sort of, I heard, quiet time or quiet period to reflect on it before you take the next leap forward. Something to do with once you go through your darkest hour of detaching from certain elements that are no longer serving you. I'm hearing that this is some sort of relationships that have been trying to like be domineering over you, okay, or overbearing. This is gonna give you like some sort of opportunity to jump into that wheel of fortune with gusto, with good faith is what I heard. Something about your fate is changing, okay? Good luck is coming your way, fortune, your destiny is shifting. And in doing so, this Ace of Wands energy pops up in your final outcome where you have like this some sort of like invigorated spark about you. You're inspired, okay? You're having new energy that just like feels so ambitious, feels so good, okay? So let's jump into what are some of the shadow energies you'll need to work through and detach from before you jump into that Wheel of Fortune energy there. Okay, so starting off, something about fear of intimacy and repetitive cycles. Okay, so there seems to be some sort of relationship that is putting you in some sort of a stalemate, some sort of fear. I'm hearing fear-mongering cycle, okay? Something to do with this relationship puts you in a vulnerable state. It exposed certain fears of connection or fear to move forward or fear to, I heard manifest your dreams and fantasies is what I'm hearing. It kind of puts you in this repetitive cycle where consciously you knew what you wanted, but at the same time, it would just like kind of pull you back, almost like I'm hearing negative self-talk. So the universe wants you to work on this pattern of yours, that sense of familiar pain, disappointment, abandoning the things that you want to do for yourself going forward. It's like you have to overcome that before you could really traverse forward, okay? So with this devil energy, break away from those attachments so that you can traverse forward into the positive energy that's actually opening up to you in your future, okay? Something to do with feeling lonely as a child, perhaps not getting enough love and reciprocation from the people around you, okay? Something to do with feeling emotionally hungry, maybe through physical touch I'm hearing as well for some of you. Something to do with lacking physical touch, lacking emotional connection with other people, feeling some sort of isolation. Maybe some of you might be introverted, kind of isolating yourself in the home, or maybe you just don't want to go out and converse with other people. So that might be of significance as well. And then there's also something to do, this live as one whole. So something to do with just kind of looking within, okay? The embodiment of your true nature, what it is that you want. Truly understanding the shadow and the light and almost utilizing that yin yang energy to kind of cultivate and brew up something that really kind of feels unified and aligned, you know? I'm getting like almost like integrated energy where it's like you're alchemizing the good and the bad into something really positive, okay? And that's really what will help you move forward into these new cycles that are changing in your favor. Okay, let's see what other energies we have here on the upside, okay? And so, okay, so as you traverse through these negative energies, as you traverse through your shadow work, okay, you're going to be able to have a sense of self-worth, okay? You're going to have a sense of pride and freedom. You're finally going to be able to value your worth, step away from pleasing others. So perhaps you were a people pleaser in the past, or maybe not even just a people pleaser. Perhaps you were just trying to keep the peace, really, and kind of take on burdens and responsibilities that weren't yours, okay, is what I'm hearing. So universe wants you to take in all of that energy and kind of just like move past it, okay? Something to do with now you're going to also be opening up to intimacy, having true connections with people, okay? You're going to be more courageous. You're going to be embracing your courage. Something to do with having meaningful connections, understanding how to social network is what I heard, talk to people, give and receive, and have a transition of, I heard a nice transfer of power, but also like emotional status, emotional states. You're going to be pouring into the cups of those who pour back into your cup is what I'm hearing going forward. It's like a temperance energy, Sagittarius, giving that balance, flow, you're integrating, you're being harmonious, okay? You're also going to be feeling a lot of success, joy, and many of you will be receiving a raise of some kind, okay? So kind of just prepare yourself. If anything, uh, take time to give toast to everything that you've achieved thus far because you've done fantastic. Continue to work on yourself, have compassion, okay? Empathy, and utilize that intuition towards a finer balance, okay? Yes, I was definitely getting harmony for sure with that energy. And it's almost like something to do with too many fishes will suffocate a tank, right? So it's like this tank is very highly populated. This world is very highly populated. There's a lot of contacts that might drain the vibe. So keep that in mind too as you traverse forward. It feels as though the best connections for you are one of love, friendship, joy, mutuality, okay, partnership. That's why you got the Two of Cups vibe. You might be opening up into new loving relationships with the Ace of Cups, but something to do with that emotional birth that's coming in for you. It's like you're finally going to be able to recognize that you are the boss, okay? People might be terrified of this new status, this new movement that you're making, but the universe wants you to know, rest assured, that when you step into this magnetic dominance that you truly deserve, you declare your authority, you declare your confidence, okay? That's really is going to allow you to step into your feeling of self-worth, and it's going to almost be undisputed as you take on your destiny, because right around the corner the cycle is changing in your favor. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.